All right, so we covered how to organize everything within the actual hard drive. Now we're gonna go over how to create the Premiere file and organize that to make sure we are successful. So we have our Premiere file folder here. So we're just gonna hit new project, bring this up here. We're just gonna title it the date of the event / wedding. So this would be 04-11-26, Julia and Niles. And titling is important because it just helps us stay organized. And more importantly, we're going to choose where to save it. So here's where my project is. It's on my Crucial X10 Pro 2 terabyte. And normally it would be here in active, but I just went ahead and put it in the root folder just for the project's sake. And we're always going to save it in this one, 4.premiere files. This is where the Premiere files are going to live. Template, we don't have that yet, so we'll just skip that for now. And we'll skip import mode and hit create. So here I'm on my one screen. We don't have anything imported yet, but as you can see, we've got the project panel. We've got the effects panel, effects controls, Lumetri color, Lumetri scopes, text, properties, graphics, templates. This is kind of more than you would need for a wedding with the properties and all that kind of stuff. This is like kind of my all-in-one, do-it-all template. And I will have the link for this or a download for this available for you to use that if you'd like. That's all in this panel here. In this panel, we've got our source and our program. So the source being where the clips come in and we can see what we're picking out and stuff like that. Program being what we're actually seeing. And of course, we've got our timeline here. And we've got our audio levels here. So I'm really big on keyboard shortcuts. So I'm just gonna hit Command I. That's gonna bring up my import box. And we're gonna select video, audio, and assets. I'm gonna import that. Okay, so you'll see here we have file import failure, but not to worry because when you have XML files like this, Premiere doesn't really know what to do with these, so it's not going to import those. So I'm just going to quickly make sure they're all .xml. That's fine that it didn't import this. These are the LUTs. It's not going to import the LUTs directly. We're going to do that a different way, which I'll show you. But as you can see here, everything that's in here matches or everything that's in here mirrors what's in our actual drive, right? So we've organized it properly in the drive. Now it's really easy to organize in Premiere. What I like to do is I like to set all of my video to whatever that color was. I'm going to set all my audio to Caribbean. And all of my assets I'm going to set to lavender. I'm going to create another folder. This is going to be our sequence folder. Sequences, and then we'll just have another miscellaneous folder. This is kind of like where I just put all the stuff I don't really plan on using again, but it just needs to stay in the Premiere file, so I keep it in there. I'm going to create a bin, which I'll show you how I did that, just by hitting Command B. And I'm going to call this bin B-roll. And within the B-roll, I'm going to put, like bride prep, groom prep. Remember, this can all be HD 1080 because we shoot in 4K but deliver in 1080 unless otherwise noted. So we have groom prep, ceremony details. I'm just going to put ceremony in case I happen to shoot some slow-mo during the ceremony. Cocktail hour, in case we cover that, which we normally do. We can put reception details. We can do, we'll keep that in reception details. We can do like dances, because I'll usually shoot some slow-mo during dances. And then we can do maybe dinner. I'll kind of shoot some candids during dinner and stuff like that. What else? Drone. I don't usually shoot drone, but in case I do. And then we can even do like grand exit. I'm just gonna mark all of these rows. So those are all my B-roll. I'll use that for later. And I'm gonna create another bin Again, using Command B, I'm gonna call it RTE, meaning real-time elements. Basically anything multi-angle is going in RTE. So B-roll is usually 60 frames, and 60 frames probably with one camera. RTE is going to be 24 frames with multiple cameras, 2 to 3, sometimes 4 cameras, multiple sources of audio as well. So we've got the ceremony, we've got the toasts, we've got, I know this wedding we did interviews. We've also got dances. Actually, we'll do first dance. We'll do everything B-roll will have its own sequence. Everything real-time element will have its own sequence. But they all live within the bins here, which just keeps it nice and organized. I can just not overwhelm myself with all of the files and all that kind of stuff as I go. I'm also going to create an adjustment layer. I might put like a LUT over this, and I'm going to create a black video layer. I'll use this later in the highlight when I am kind of prepping. Like I'll put the black video over the A-roll, the parts of the A-roll where I want to put B-roll, and that'll make sense later. You'll see it on the timeline. Here, normally what I would do is just interpret everything to 23.9876 frames a second to slow down the slow-mo to 23 frames, but I know that I typically shoot stuff real time, or I shoot stuff in 60 frames, planning to use it in real-time elements and also have the ability to use it with B-roll. So I'm going to leave that alone for now. But I just want to make sure here that I have all my files here. Same thing for audio. Got all that in here. So this is organizing and I can actually, if I hit Command W on these sequences, I can actually close them out and just clean that up a bit here. So that was organizing the Premiere file for our baseline edit. Now we're going to be moving into how to set up a multicam sequence, particularly with this wedding. We're going to be looking at the ceremony, and we're going to learn 3 things when we're doing the multicam. Number one is actually how to do the multicam. But the 3 things we're going to learn in multicam is how to color match, how to treat the audio, and how to cut around stuff that we don't want to see so that it all looks like a smooth, continuous edit. And in doing those 3 things, we're going to learn how to overall edit more effectively and efficiently. And more importantly, doing it right the first time so we don't have to go back and do a bunch of revisions later. We save a lot of time on our end. We save our clients a lot of stress going either waiting for their deliverables or making edits on their own. And then it just becomes this big whole back and forth thing. Now we can just learn how to do it right the first time, keep them happy the first time, and we get to be done with it. So we'll see you in the next one.